I remember May 2nd, 2019, as I was coming back from work. I had a very terrible accident with my 3 children in the car. Now my youngest has just turned 1 year old 4 days prior to this accident. And since then, I have not been able to drive past this road. I have avoided it for the last 6 years. I've avoided it at all costs, never to pass this road, because the thought of passing it was just like kind of giving me a flashback of what happened on that day. It was absolutely scary and petrifying because my car was written off after the accident, and I temporarily or momentarily forgot that I had 3 children because I could see the 2 of them and I'd forgotten that there was a 3rd one. That's what happened to me momentarily. Immediately the car crashed and I came out of the car. I called my first insurance man, and then as I was trying to reach them at the back of the car, I saw the car seat, and then I remember there's a 3rd one, and then that was when the tears hit me. I started crying. Now this is the junction. Let me flip the camera. This is the junction where the car accident happened. That was the junction. You can see that car driving. It's going to stop at the giveaway junction just there. That's where the car happened. I was just staying there waiting, and then another car was coming from the right hand side and it went into me, and all I could hear was a noise. Now in 6 years I have not taken this route. I have avoided this route because I did not want to ever remember that accident. But over the years I've worked on myself, done counseling, trauma counseling, and for me now this is like an exposure therapy that I'm doing today. An exposure therapy that I'm doing. Just look at it. Can you see that car? That's exactly where I was at. And as I was waiting there, another car just came from the right and went right into me at this junction. All I could hear, I can hear it now. Whoosh! That's all I could hear, cracking. And then I managed to get out of the car. And then I saw my 2 children. I was like, oh, thank God, you're okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? And then the next thing I saw the car seat and I screamed, where is she? And then I started crying. So this is how I was just waiting at the junction when another car came and hit me. For the first time in 6 years, this is the first time being at this junction. I remember just crying, and the people in this house came out, asked to take my children in because it was in the evening, it was getting cold. They were so kind enough. I remember I sent them flowers just to thank them. I have to use the delivery service, and then I remember that people just gathered a little bit there. So this is where I was, like this, just like this white car is, and then another car that was just coming went into me. Right, and then there were people. I was there. The ambulance came to the side of the road. They came to check us and they took us to A&E. This is the first time in 6 years that I'm coming back here. It's also sorry. I can hear the sound. I can hear everything. You see. That's exactly what happened. I was just standing there at the giveaway, and then that car went right into me. That's exactly what happened there. But thank God, at least these 2, they were not rushing, they were sensible. But the one that hit me was obviously not sensible. Ramped into the car, and ever since I've not taken it. Now, this is my feet that I'm doing this. I am still going to do more exposure therapy, whereby I am going to come by driving. I'll come by driving, and then I will see how I feel. Right now, as I was getting closer to the junction, I was a bit anxious, just a bit. But when I got to the junction, I felt a sense of gratitude that, thank God, that it's all over, that nobody died and everybody's okay. So that was one for an exposure therapy. Have you ever been in a traumatic event or a traumatic situation, or had a traumatic experience, and you find yourself that is either you just process it go for counseling, process it, and then you all the emotion that has been coming, you just process it, work on it, and then you find the best way that you can cope with it so that you don't start having flashback, which can be a sign of one of the signs of PTSD. Or if you don't do anything about it, what tends to happen, you start having intrusive thoughts of what could happen, what ifs, and those intrusive thoughts can become automatic, just come in, and you find yourself ruminating on it, and you start getting sad. Or another way, you find yourself just coping with it by avoiding it. You avoid that place, like I was doing for many years. So I don't know about you, I don't know if you've been through any traumatic experience. These are some of the reasons I'm so compassionate about trauma counseling, because I do know that it can change your life. It can alter your life if you don't do anything about it. So if you are experiencing any flashback or any avoidance or any of the many signs of PTSD, or you have been through traumatic experience and you've not processed it, my name is Sonia. I'm a counselor. I work with people to help to process their trauma, heal, and go on to live a thriving life. Till I come your way again, take care now and keep flourishing. Take care and God bless.